Hello there, good evening. It's turning cold and frosty for the vast majority of us overnight tonight. We did see some wet weather today, showers, longer spells of rain pushing eastwards, best of the brightness and sunshine for Northern Ireland and for parts of Scotland. But with those clearing skies and the lighter winds, there will be a frost developing and some patches of mist and fog. Then the wet and very windy conditions return for much of the rest of the week. But this is how we begin Wednesday morning. On a dry note, temperatures hovering at or just below freezing. Watch out for icy stretches, especially across parts of Scotland. Still some more wintry showers here and a legacy of cloud towards the southern counties. So here it should be a milder start, but lots of brighter skies throughout Wednesday. High cloud edging in from the west. Rain by the end of the day across Northern Ireland, western Scotland, and the westerly winds will be picking up with gusts here of 40 to 50 miles an hour. It's a cooler feeling day too across the board. Now, Wednesday night, then our weather front continues to push further eastwards. Look out to the southwest. That's Thursday's weather. So some very heavy rain in the forecast for parts of southwest England, South Wales, and particularly southern counties. Already a Met Office weather warning has been issued. The winds are going to gust at around 50 to 70 miles an hour for the south coast, possibly higher still for the Channel Islands. But drier further north. You can keep up with the full forecast for your local area as ever on the BBC Weather app. Hello there, let's take a look at the weather prospects for the rest of this week and into next. Now, it's a very soggy looking day again on Tuesday with showers, longer spells of rain all pushing eastwards, lots of surface water around, but clearance from the west. So the best of the brightness and sunshine, blue skies were across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. But the air was colder here and we're all into that cooler feeling air as we head through Wednesday, a drop in temperature, and then it turns unsettled and really very wet and windy at times for much of the rest of the week. But we are still between weather systems for much of the day on Wednesday. You can see the colder air here marked in blue. There'll be a widespread frost for many as we kick off Wednesday morning. Temperatures generally hovering around freezing, perhaps a little below. Still mild though, potentially towards the southern counties underneath that cloud. Watch out for icy stretches across parts of Scotland, certainly for much of the morning. But it should stay largely dry during the daylight hours for most of us on Wednesday. Rain approaching Northern Ireland, western Scotland by the end of the day. The westerly winds will pick up with gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour here, but temperatures stay in single figures. Let's take a look at Wednesday night into Thursday. So our weather front gradually pushes further eastwards and it will start to become light and more patchy. It begins to break up. Another area of rain approaches the far south and west. Still some winteriness over the hills, maybe a touch of frost just in the sheltered spots away from that wind. And then on Thursday, well, there's already a weather warning in force for this deepening area of low pressure pushing heavy rain across the far southwest into South Wales and generally across southern counties. The winds will also be picking up considerably later on through the day and into the evening. Gusts of wind of around 50 to 70 miles an hour for some of these southern coastal counties and maybe severe gales for the Channel Islands too. But it is looking a lot drier further north. But here we will be seeing the wetter weather and possibly some snow over the higher ground as we head through Thursday night and into Friday. So still some showers out towards the west and along the south coast on Friday. Some snow for the Pennines and the higher ground of Scotland through Friday as that system gradually curls its way out into the North Sea. So turning drier and improving looking day. And with the southerly wind, we could still see double figures perhaps towards the south there. Plenty of showers peppered out towards the west. Now that area of low pressure sinks further southwards on Saturday, but there's another little feature just running up through the east coast on Saturday that's going to be pushing some rain onshore, I think, with that developing easterly wind. But it is a quieter looking day again on Saturday for most of us. The showers gradually fading away towards the far southwest. Again, another slip in temperature. So we're looking at highs between 5 and 10 degrees Celsius. And that's where they could stay, those temperatures, as we head through the next few days or so. High pressure out towards the east. Weather fronts approaching from the west as we head through Sunday and into the start of next week. Eventually, it looks like the westerly winds will win out and we'll start to see low pressure systems arrive from the Atlantic. But until then, if we keep that easterly wind, then the temperatures will be a little lower, perhaps something like this. This is round about the seasonal average for our capital cities. But of course, to keep up with the full forecast, then take a look at the BBC Weather app for your local area. Bye for now.